exercise sounds great. And I can check in tonight?
Beats Planet.
And we back. This is Voch Lombardi. What's happening, man? Holding it down for the Doski Woski and the Peasky Whiskey, you know? Today I wanted to do a little live stream. It ain't even got to be a super duper legit type of deal or whatnot, you know? Because at the end of the day, I might just, take the audio and put it into regular video form or whatever. But on one of my live streams, I had one of my callers, one of my listeners, Daniel, or non-unintentional grounding Daniel. He called in, he told me, yo, Voch, you should watch Last Chance U and see what you think about it. And I said, well, Last Chance U, I've seen it 1,000 times on my little Netflix situation, you know, but I never really had a chance to watch it, you know. Never had a chance to really sit down and watch Last Chance U because I get caught up in other stuff, man. Sometimes when you look on your Netflix, you'll have something sitting and watch later for like the longest or whatever. But I had the wrong idea about Last Chance U. I was under the impression that Last Chance U was some type of Friday Night Lights type of spinoff documentary type of joint type of, fake law, whatever. But when non-intentional grounding Daniel told me to go watch it, I did my research on it. Cool, whatever. Did my research, And it turns out that it's featured a school that I'm very familiar with because I'm from Mississippi. Can you unban him? I was scratching my eye and did that. Can I unban him? Goddamn, let me go to the chat box. Let's see who I need to unban. All right, cool. He was unbanned. Whatever, cool. Anyway, what was I saying? Anyway, last chance you, right? I'm from Mississippi, right? And I'm very familiar with East Mississippi. Like I almost played ball at East Mississippi. You know, I almost did the whole walk-on deal, but I ended up coaching elsewhere. Another thing is I didn't know that East Mississippi was Chad Kelly jail. I didn't know that. I knew Chad Kelly went to some small community college because he got in trouble or whatnot. Then he ended up in Ole Miss after he got kicked from Clemson. Then DeAndre Johnson's situation, he punched that girl in the face and he left Florida State. I didn't know he went to East Mississippi. And I'm like, okay, they doing a Hard Knocks documentary on that school? Well, let me binge watch this thing, right? You know what I'm saying? So I watched both seasons. And I was going to do 2 videos and I was going to do 14 videos and do episode by episode, but man, I don't want to put y'all like, you know, clicking, you know, and all that type of little stuff. Man, I don't want y'all clicking on something 14 times I can knock out in one little live session. So we ain't going to do all that, but let me hop in the live stream and do my shout outs like I always do. I always do shout outs every live stream. In case you're new to the Voch Lombardi channel, then I'm going to jump right into my review / analysis. I'm going to talk my little shit. Also, the phone lines are lit. So if y'all want to call in, talk about a moment you had with the show, talk about, you know, your story, your experience watching it or whatever. The phone lines are lit. Y'all can call in. Y'all know the phones. It's on the screen now. Put the damn phone up on the screen. I got tired of people asking me. So, you know, there it goes. Now, let me minimize that. Let me find my chat box. So there's the chat box that's on the screen. Then there's my chat box. All right, cool. Looks like Festerson was first. What's up, Festerson? Young Gash in the building, man. What's up, young Nick Gashler, man? Chris Robbins, what up? Jimmy Antoinette, Cullen Klein, Blasphemous TV got blocked, then he got unblocked. So what's happening, man? Tony Morelli was good. Chris Brock, one of my Snapchat faithfuls, man. My man Jen was good. I saw, was that Shreyas I saw up in there? There we go. I saw Shreyas right there. Let me go ahead and hit that little button, add moderator. Cool. Shreyas, you have been promoted. Congratulations. Greg Castillo, Ali, what's happening, y'all? What's up? So cool. Anyway, so let's just start with the first season, right? I turn on the first season just to, okay, now I'm excited, right? Okay, you know, at first I thought it was just some little bullshit documentary, Friday Night Lights type of whatever, fake little reality TV. I hate reality TV, but it's more so a Hard Knocks type of documentary about this school that I'm very familiar with. So I cut the shit on. And the first thing I see is motherfuckers brawling in the middle of the field, right? And I'm like, that's my kind of shit right there, man. I want when I get back into coaching, and it will happen. The only reason I'm not coaching right now because I don't want to be a teacher. I ain't dealing with kids like that. But one day they're gonna pass that little rule where you ain't got to teach the coach, and then I'm gonna jump back into coaching at some point. But I don't want my team to be nasty like that. I don't want my team to have each other back like that, to go squab in the middle of the field like that. That's what I want. And it's season 1 I'm talking about right now, right? So, let me just break down the characters for a minute. Buddy Stevens, the head coach or whatever. Oh my God, I idolize this dude, man. I'm that kind of coach. Nasty, screaming, what are you doing? Holds everybody accountable. Now, granted, I don't have that type of anger issue or whatever. I'm a lot more composed. I don't come after people like that. But I love his passion for the game. And this documentary is deeper than just football, these players and their stories. It's also more so about how people interact with Buddy. The offensive coordinator's relationship with Buddy. The DC's DC's relationship with Buddy, the players' relationship with Buddy. A lot of people don't like Buddy. Towards the end of season 1 and the beginning of season 2, they had an interview with Ronald Ollie and the other little light skinned cat that was country as shit, but found his damn speech from somewhere, right? They they interviewed him, right? I forgot the kid name. I actually got his name pulled up somewhere. Give me 30 seconds. What that kid name? Marcel Landry plays at Nichols University with Ronald Ollie or whatever. And Marcel gave the political answer. He gave the, hey man, best wishes to Buddy Stevens, da da da, boom boom boom. I wish him the best. But it seems like Ronald Ollie said what everybody wanted to say. He said, "Fuck that boy," right? He looked the camera right in the face. He didn't blink. And he said, "Man, fuck that boy," right? And that's a lot of people's feeling when it comes to Buddy Stevens. Right? They know he's a great coach. They know he's a leader of men. They know all this about him, right? I gotta go to football. Go ahead, Gash. Go to football and we'll talk later, bro. They know they know they gotta go through Buddy Stevens, right? And they looking at Scuba, Mississippi, this Eastern Mississippi community college, as a jail type of deal. It's kind of like jail. Because all these guys are like super athletes that were supposed to play at a better school. Okay, all y'all gonna come to this school. Your coach ain't about shit. It's hard as hell. It's Mississippi heat. Is not what you used to. Y'all kind of like a cast of rejects, and y'all got to deal with Buddy Stevens. And if you can, you're gonna win a championship. You see what I'm saying? If you can deal with Buddy Stevens, you'll win a championship and you'll go back to the promised land. Damn, that's an interesting little point, fam. Something else, just taken away from both seasons as a whole, right? A lot of these guys are so irresponsible, man. It gives you the outlook of what majority athletes really look like. Or really feel like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was a pretty decent student athlete. Like, I was, man, I did all my work, man. I didn't miss classes, and I showed up to the games. I ain't miss practice or whatever. But we see several examples of how these coaches have to baby these players, how they have to hold their hand. Boo thing, my fourth wife, and she don't even know it yet. Brittany, what that lady name? Graham? No, let me Google that shit. I got it pulled up. I ain't no bit. Wagner, Miss Wag. There it is. Before I even thought of it. There you go. Cool. I don't even know my wife's name. Brittany Wagner. Yes. Her job is ridiculous. Just from a standpoint of keeping all these guys on track, grades, attendances, and I'm like, bruh, I never missed school. I never missed practice, but it seems like it's hard for these guys, right? Like it's like their life is football and nothing else matters. And I dig that. But let me just dig into season one starting here. Like DJ Law, phenomenal athlete. The running back from the first season with the young thug hair. Or the Wiz Khalifa hair, whatever. Dark skinned cat allegedly plays for UAB now. Or whatever. Brittany looked that man in the face and said, bro, you can only have 5 absences. Nothing else. And that's it. You have 5 absences, you drop from that class, and you cannot afford to drop no class. What do you do? First thing, miss class. I'm like, damn, bro, it ain't like you showing up to class and you just can't get to work and you just, slow or whatever, but you just ain't going to class. Damn, Carl Lewis. He eventually, got it together, whatever, but he still kind of slacked off a little bit. Just go to class. What a lot of these people don't understand is that in these college programs or whatever, you're tailored to pass, right? If you just go through the motions, you go to class, whatever, you listen to your tutors, you don't have to go through the same rigor that a regular college student has to go through. Now, I saw this firsthand when I was doing GA work at Southern Miss. I was just around their program. Some of the dumbest doorknob people I've ever met in my life. That's an old country term. If you're dumb as a doorknob, whatever. Some of the dumbest people I ever seen in my life. As long as you play ball and you bring in revenue to the school through your scholarship or whatever, they'll pass you, get you a degree. All you gotta do is do 40% of the work. That's all you gotta do. And some of these cats was late for spelling. They don't even take spelling in college, bro, but spelling, reading, Like, look, most regular college students got to take like algebra and shit. These people taking math. How long been since you took math? And they can't pass that, bro. And they can't be on time for that. And I'm like, holy moly, donut shot, man, do better. Let's get a few more of these Rudy Poots out the way before we move on to the big stars of the season. We talked about Marcel Landry or whatever. We talked about him. DJ Law was he went through his little injury problems or whatever. Let's talk about the quarterback battle. John Franklin, pardon me, say that 5 times fast. John Franklin III, former Florida State quarterback. He was in a long-term quarterback battle with Wyatt Roberts. He ended up being a walk-on at Mississippi State. We got a chance to see their relationship with each other, and they, for the most part, they were decent with the competition that they were in. Even though Wyatt was the more humble, I'll do whatever the team needs me to do. John Franklin was more so of, man, I should be playing right now. I had a scholarship to Florida State. I should be the starter. I should this, I should that right now. I shouldn't be on the bench right now. Let me do this, right? And both quarterbacks were inconsistent. They both had to play all year, right? John Franklin, and I watched a little bit of film of these guys, right? And like I did the best I could. I pulled some EMCC film, and then I went to go look at a couple games of theirs afterwards, and it was mostly like spring games, a handful of possessions here, but both these guys were inconsistent. John Franklin was inconsistent as a thrower, but he was a super athlete as a runner. I think he's been moved to receiver now. And Wyatt Roberts fit the offense perfectly. Like, he was a short pass timing type of guy, and that's what the offense was. It was a timing offense of short passes and, dink and dunks or whatever. And Wyatt Roberts was perfect for that. But the problem was Wyatt was sometimes inconsistent with his accuracy, and John was bad with his accuracy, but he was the explosion that the offense needed. But, Wyatt fit the scheme a little better, right? So you saw those guys kind of go back and forth a little bit. Before I get on to Ronald Ollie, the star of the first season, that fight that happened towards the end of the season, that fight was huge because Eastern Mississippi probably would have got 2 more championships if it wasn't for that fight. Let me explain. The fight kicked them out of the championship for that year. Cool, easy. But they were suspended everybody was put out for 2 games. So that was that game or whatever for that year. Then it was the first game of next year of season 2 or whatever. And that was we're playing nothing but freshman game. And they barely won that against Jones County Junior College. I actually took some classes at Jones County Junior College. I didn't know I was good enough to go play football for Jones County Junior College. Those guys were terrible. But the all freshman game that they played at the beginning of season 2. So that one fight, that one bad decision by DJ Law set this team back 2 years. This team would have been national champions 2 years in a row if DJ Law wouldn't have got up and pushed that dude in the face. Now these coaches, and it goes back to the relationship that these players, of these players and these coaches, just do right and listen to your coaches. It was a lot of insubordination all season with these guys. Guys, just listen to your coaches and everything is going to be just fine. Listen to your coaches. And the coaches told them all year, they say, guys, we're better than them. We should smack the shit out of them. Don't let them get in your head. Don't let them da-da-da, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let them get at you like that. Don't let your aggression get the best of you. And DJ Law slapped that one dude in the face and kicked that whole brawl off. Now, granted, the other team was wrong. But DJ Law, if you would have gotten up and just walked to the sideline and didn't smack that dude in the face, EMCC will have 2 championships, two more national championships, bro. And that's such the chain effect. How one decision can affect this entire little situation, man. It was crazy. Man. Let me jump in the comments before I start to talk about Ronald Ollie, my favorite character from both seasons. Boy, I can't relate to him because, I wasn't that type of player. I I did what the hell I was supposed to do. Like it wasn't, I wasn't a renegade, nothing like that. I never got hurt. I didn't go through anything Ronald Isley went through. But he was one of my favorite players, man. Let me go to my comments here. Let's see. Yes, Shreyas, I've watched both seasons already. Can we call in if we don't know anything about Last Chance U? You can call in. Yeah, this y'all show. It's y'all show. My name just on it. Let's see. What else was happening in the chat box here? Y'all talking about the Giants. Okay, I watched season 2 and then watched season 1 in that order. 2 was much better in my opinion. The transfer from Florida State has a chance. He throws a pretty ball. Yeah, man, DeAndre Johnson, he's just very inconsistent. We're going to get in that in a little bit, though. Been a long time since I've been here. What's up, Ali? Y'all talking about some other stuff, man. Let's see. Like, these players act out, and that's half the reason they're there. So the disrespect comes from trying to set them straight, in my opinion, because most of them were acting out. That's true. Most of them were acting out. The Texas Tech linebacker was a true student athlete. I agree. I got his name written down. I'll get to that in a minute. I like to throw Miami in the – y'all talking about something else. The DBs on Last Chance U are so trash. Hey, man. Let's not do them like that, bro. Let's not do them like that. A couple of those guys went to big schools, but yes, they gave up a lot of plays. Voch, I'm going to go coach football, and I'm going to get into the front office of an NFL team. Oh, Voch, you going to go coach football, and I'm going to go. Hey, man, look, I'll coach and be a GM and be a scout and do whatever, front office. I do all that shit. I'm versatile. Bengals need to hire you. I'll take that. Buddy is that dude. People bitch about him, but he gets you going. Hey, man, look, I've seen what can happen to a football team when the players take control. You would much rather your players hate you for a little bit and keep control of your unit than to be the nobody respects you coach. Cause you thought those guys was fuck ups, man. If Coach Buddy Stevens wasn't as hard as he was on those guys, man, it probably would have been way worse. That's not unintentional grounding, Daniel. I'm gonna go through a few more of these chat boxes, and I'm gonna get you in, Daniel. Give me 30 seconds. That's why Ollie didn't do shit. Ollie was dope. I think if anybody goes pro, it's a handful of people that got a shot. I'll say 3-4 people that got a shot. Ollie got a shot, but he'll be like a 6-7 round guy. He's dominant for his level, but he's not supremely dominant. But the kid can play though. I like Ronald Ollie. All the coaches. Y'all think Ronald Ollie was y'all think he was smashing Miss Wagner or whatever? Because Brittany Wagner loved everybody, but she loved Ronald Ollie, boy. she loved Ronald Ollie. I think he was hitting that. Whatever. They fire you up. Franklin is a wide receiver, Auburn. Yes, you'll be my first hire, Voch. Salute. Do you think coaches at a big school like Michigan State will handle things the same way? Absolutely. Absolutely. People up here calling damn Buddy Steve is a maniac. They say he cussed too much. Y'all ain't see Hard Knocks with Bill O'Brien? Same deal. Like, that's how these coaches talk, man. Bill Parcells talk just like that. All buddies, Bruce Arians talk just like that, bro. Come on, man. Bro, if you're gonna coach and be a GM, you got to change the name to Voch Belichick. Not gonna be able to do it. All right, cool. Let's get to. I've never seen the show. What is it about? Zahid, it is Last Chance U, and I'm gonna explain this, and I'm gonna jump into this phone call to get Daniel up in here. Last Chance U is a Hard Knocks type documentary based on a community college called Eastern Mississippi Community College. I actually know exactly where it is, and they call it Last Chance U because players, big name players, talented, highly recruited players, they go to these other schools and they may not make it because of a discipline issue or a grades issue or something like that. For whatever reason, it didn't work out at their first school. They transfer to community college, start over, and rebuild their brand or whatever. Then they graduate from there. Then they go on to another big name college, and here are their stories. You see what I'm saying? So, like for example, Chad Kelly was at Clemson. And then he did Chad Kelly things and got kicked out of Clemson. Then he went to the community college because I don't think because you can't transfer that fast, but you can go into a community college. He went to EMCC, played a year. I think he played 2 years, or whatever. I don't know. Played a year. He was phenomenal, and then he went to Ole Miss from there. It's just a chance to start over and get re-recruited, and that's his story or whatever. Let me take this call real fast. Y'all can call in. The number's on the screen. Call in and tell me your favorite moment from the season. What do you feel about it? All that good shit. Non-unintentional grounding. Daniel, what's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, Voch? I just got a few takes on some of the players.
Let me just pause you real quick and tell you thank you for the suggestion. It worked out well. I enjoyed the show. Go ahead, brother.
I'm glad you liked it. One thing that I thought went a little bit unnoticed, and part of this may have been just the way that the show was portrayed, but based on what they said about the second string quarterback, he had only played football for like 2 years, right? Because he was like a pitcher, right?
Talk from season 1 or season 2?
Season 2.
Light skinned kid.
The guy with like the blonde beard.
Yeah. He's playing in like Canada or something now, or Europe or something. But yeah, go ahead.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought he was a freshman.
I mean, he was a freshman, but I guess he didn't want to play American football no more. I don't know, but he doesn't play for nowhere no more. He just plays in somewhere in Canada or something. I'll tell you exactly, but go ahead.
Yeah. He looks pretty talented. Like he looked incredibly raw, but he looked like he has some talent, like some sort of gunslinger talent.
VJ Miller.
Yeah,
it says he is now throwing for a little college football team named San Diego Padres minor league system, whatever the minor league system means. San Diego Padres. Yeah.
I think that means that he's a baseball player now. Again.
They say a college football team. I'm gonna be researching while you talking, but go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
All right, because the Padres are a baseball team.
Yeah.
Either way, yeah. So he looked pretty talented. The two running backs looked like great athletes, and Isaiah Wright kind of reminded me of like Dalvin Cook light.
Mm-hmm.
If you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Thing about it though, fam,
that kind of talented.
You know how we do, man. As scouts or whatever, or like we break down film or whatever. Like we watch film or whatnot, but we don't really know the character of these guys. I wish there was a documentary for every team so we can know the character, right? So when you watching the film, oh man, Isaiah
Right, wasn't it?
Isaiah Wright. Isaiah Wright is amazing on the field. But when you get a look at his character, man, I don't know if he got bipolar syndrome or what, man. But dog, like, just chill. Like he wasn't coachable. He cussing the coaches out, squaring off with them in their face. The other kid, I can't stand that kid. End up playing for Pittsburgh. Cameron, whatever.
Yeah, that dude was dumb.
Oh my God, sit your ass down. Cam Carter, man, plays for Pittsburgh now. Sit your ass down.
If you listen to anything that the coaches said, he could be freaking amazing, but he just didn't want to listen to anything.
Man, that dude had the size, man. He could play. Dude had the talent. He had the ass whoop, dog. But like I said, man, I wish every team had like a documentary about him, so we can really know the type of players that we dealing with, But go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think if that had happened, Jamal Adams would have had an even higher grade. Just got to plug my boy there.
Oh, come on, man.
But I will say also that, like, I feel like what this show, like, one negative part about this show is that it shows a lot of the not so pretty parts of football to people who aren't necessarily as into the football community and don't quite understand football to the extent that a lot of the people who watch your channel do, in the sense of, the whole, oh, he's cursing too much, and oh, he's too hard on the players and stuff like that. Like, it brings that stuff to light without really people understanding what a football locker room is like.
Let me just tell y'all something, man. Combination of me playing and coaching, I've been doing this for like 16 years or something like that, bro. That is real. I've seen a player almost get into a fight with a coach. I've seen coaches cuss and cuss and cuss and get the fuck off my field. I've seen, bro, if you can't listen, take your shit off and go home. I see that all the time, bro. That's real. And I read reviews, and these soft ass people, these cotton soft, these warm, this warm butter, wet napkin soft ass people keep. Why they got to talk to the players like that? Why they got? That's football, man. That is real. As real as it gets. Go ahead, Dan.
I mean, that's gonna make stuff harder for like Buddy and all those guys, though, because like, knowing that they're on camera at all times, like, some of the stuff in the football locker room is just not meant to be on camera, to be quite frank. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you saw, like, what was it, like a year ago when Jameis Winston gave his speech in the Florida State locker room. Now, I'm not a fan of Jameis Winston, but he gave that speech and he got all this flack for it. I mean, that's just how a locker room is, bro. Like,
I mean, I agree, man. It's just, I mean, you know how media does it, but you know, for those that actually play football, I promise you, everybody that's ever played football sat back and gave one big collective head nod, right? Like when those coaches, like when the D-line coach was talking to Cam, and he was like, bro, you got the talent to do this. You just don't listen. Every real player in real life just was sitting back nodding their head like, yep. Because we've heard somebody say that before, man. We've all had one of those guys on our team before, bro. Like, it great show, man. Yeah. Great show. What else you got, man? One last point?
It was very good. All right, well, that's all I got for now. I'll probably pop back on to, you know, rag on some Cortland Sutton and all that, you know. But
that's cool. You're coming through to the live stream tonight. We're gonna talk best receiving cores in the National Football League tonight. You gonna come through for that one?
Oh, NFL, that should be fun as well. All right, I got you, bro.
7 p.m. Central Time. Thank you, non-intentional grounding, Daniel. Just saying that one more time in case y'all did not forget. Tune in later to Voch Lombardi Live. We're going to talk best receiving cores in the National Football League. All right, that's going to be 7 Central tonight. Let's see what my young protege talking about. What up, young Nick Gashler?
Not much, Voch. How are you doing?
I'm holding it down for the Doski Woski, bro. What you got for the show?
I just want to say one thing. I haven't watched Last Chance U. I don't know anything about Last Chance U except for what you told that guy in the comments last. But that one guy who said, Coach Buddy, what's his last name?
Stevens.
Coach Buddy something.
Yeah.
Stevens. Coach Buddy Stevens cusses too much. Just watch season 1 of All or Nothing with the Arizona Cardinals.
Oh yeah.
Bruce Arians cusses out those guys. And I watched the first episode of season 2 with the Rams. I just never got into it because it's the Rams. But Jeff Fisher was cussing too. So I mean, if you don't want to get cussed at, don't play football. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's real talk. What else you got for the show?
So you said the live stream for the wide receivers is at 6 o'clock, right?
7 Central, yes. So that'll be like
7 Central, so 6 o'clock Mountain Time. My bad.
Right.
Because I'm in Denver, so yeah, I'll be there. I'll have to call in early because I leave for practice about 6:30.
Okay.
But I'll call in within like 10 or 15 minutes after the live stream starts, so stay tuned for that.
That's cool.
Yep. I found a way to get the screen capture working and editing working.
Cool.
So I'll be ready for the Illuminati project.
For the super secret Illuminati project. That's what I'm talking about, Nick Gashler. Y'all stay tuned for the super secret Illuminati project. That's all you got for the show, bro?
One more thing. You need to do a film session on Derwin James somewhat soon.
I need more film on Derwin James. You know, it's hard to do film on safeties or whatnot, so I need like more than like 3 clips on, you know, Derwin James. So.
Yeah, I understand. I'm looking around here. I see one tape against him against Houston in 2015 and another tape against Ole Miss this year. I just broke down the Ole Miss tape and was doing it for my YouTube channel, so that should be up fairly soon once I get the editing working and stuff.
Check out the kid. Check out the kid, Nick Gashler, man. What's your YouTube? It's GDA
Official.
GDA Official. Check his YouTube out. He did a film session on Derwin James. I'm gonna have some film for y'all tonight. I got another quarterback film for y'all tonight, so y'all stay tuned for that.
Mason Rudolph?
Not Mason Rudolph. Not Mason Rudolph. I'm gonna get to Mason Rudolph, man. It's plenty of quarterbacks to get to.
You need to get to Mason somewhat soon.
Look, man, I'm selling out. I do this for views now, and there are quarterbacks more popular than Mason Rudolph. Leave me alone.
Okay. So I'll see you tonight for the wide receiver live stream.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
You too.
Let me move on to the newly promoted admin, the newly promoted moderator. He's going to be in the D-League version of the Illuminati Project. Shreyas, what's happening, man? Dr. Shrey. Oh, shit. He's still muted. My bad. Let's restart this. Timeout. Wait a minute. He's going to be in. All right, cool. Shreyas, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, Voch?
What you got for the show, quickly?
Good content. I gotta say something real quick.
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing, the argument about, the coaches yelling. I think that's actually a good thing.
I agree. But go ahead.
Yeah, it instills a level of mental toughness in the players. Because I can understand that how that's like a hard thing for like someone to go through. But like once you get through that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like real talk. Once you get through that, you're going to end up being a better person. You're going to end up being more resistant to all that, yelling, and take criticism in a constructive manner, which is going to help because the people out here talking shit for anybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you just got to look at it like it's an opportunity to improve yourself. Just take what they say to you and just, think what positive aspect of my life can I improve from this criticism or this shit talk.
It's just tradition, man. When you're in the Army doing basic training, you got to wake up fucking 4 a.m. You know what I'm saying? When you go through a job, you got to do orientation. It's just certain things that's just a part of the game, and there's nothing you could do about it. And yelling and screaming is a part of coaching. Now, granted, all coaches don't cuss because my high school head coach didn't cuss. His favorite word was "god dog it," shucks, shucks and god dog it. But the way he would scream at you though, you thought you was getting cussed the fuck out, right? Shouts out to Lance Reed. So asserting yourself is a part of the game. Yes, that's a part of it. But that's just, when you trying to direct hard-headed grown men, especially at this point in their lives, man, people play football. The average career for football is like 13 to like 27. And that point in a man's career, you can't tell a man nothing. You can't tell a man what to do. You just can't point fingers and expect somebody to jump. So you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get on their ass about it. You know what I mean? I know when I coach, I'm not gonna be soft. Well, go ahead.
Here's what I got to say about that. And I know this may sound a little bit,
soft,
selective, I guess.
Oh, okay.
But you gotta target the way you yell. You gotta be in control every time you yell. You can't be losing your mind when you yell. You can't be yelling out of straight anger. You gotta make them think that's anger, but you can't within yourself. You can't lose control.
Shreyas, I don't like to lose.
That's right.
Shreyas, I don't like to lose. Like, bro, this is what a lot of people don't understand. Like, first of all, Shreyas, how old are you, bro? How old are you? What you like, 15? 16? Okay, Pete. Most of these athletic contests or whatever, the athletes are pretty much close in the level of talent. Some teams are more talented than others, but for the most part, guys are close in talent. And you understand this, the game of football comes down to who made the least amount of mistakes. Exactly. So you got to be perfect. That's why you practice, right? You practice like basketball practice is more so about building continuity, but like when you look at football practices, like run hull, pass hull, team, pass rush, situation, everything is practiced in a scenario type basis to where we practice to be perfect, because one mistake can cost you the entire game. One mistake. And that's what these coaches understand. So when they pushing you to be perfect, and these parents, these critics, these soft people, they go, nobody's perfect. Damn it, you got to be less perfect than them. That's why this is so important. You see what I'm saying? So like, man, like that's like screaming. It has to happen. That's just the passion, bro. Coaches are former players majority of the time. Was I?
Yeah, because you can't stay stagnant. You can't. Nobody's perfect. That's true. But you gotta improve. You gotta become You gotta become closer to perfect. You can't just stay shitty. You can't just stay trash. You gotta improve. You gotta improve yourself, and it's not hard to improve if you put your mind to it.
See, Shreyas, you couldn't be on my football team because you got way too many excuses. You talk way too much after I've given you coaching. If I'm up in here, if I'm trying to get you to do something, right, and you saying, well, coach, nobody's perfect. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell you, take your helmet off and run till practice over with. That's what I'm going to tell you to do. And you know what that's going to do? When practice come around the next time, you're not going to question me no more. You're just going to do what I told you to do. I'm that kind of coach. I'm that kind of coach. You know what I mean? Like, you just, I don't know. Do you play football, Shreyas? Have you played football?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna play it this year, but
that shit don't count, man. That shit don't count. You just need to be cussed out one good time. That's all. What else you got for the show so I can move on to season 2?
I guess I don't got much. See you, man.
Appreciate it, man. I'm gonna be in your inbox. Tune in later on tonight, man. We're gonna talk wide receiving cores at 7 p.m. Central Time.
I'll be there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See you, man.
That's real shit, Cullen Klein. At least Voch let you take your helmet off. That's real. That's real. Voch, what do you feel about how they handled Isaiah Wright and his situation and the blatant disregard for the loss of his son? That's unfortunate. The loss of his son, of his child or whatnot, that's unfortunate, but it's a job at the end of the day, you know. And as a coach, as a former coach, I would look my guys in the face sometimes, man. I tell them, if there's anything that's bothering you, like, say so. And there will be no hard feelings. If it's an off the field issue going on, if you hurt, if you tired, if you're nervous, if you're afraid of the other team, if you had sex with your girlfriend the night before and you don't feel strong, if there's anything wrong with you, let me know so I can take you off the field, right? I'll take you off the field. There'll be no hard feelings. You can play next week. But if there's any issue, let me know and I'll get you out of there. The problem with Isaiah Wright was he was having off the field issues and he had an injury, but he put himself before the team. He kept saying, Coach, I'm okay. Put me in the game, Coach. Put me in the game. And it obviously hindered the team. He wasn't 100%. He wasn't as explosive as he could be. He wasn't as focused as he could be. And he was a loose cannon on the sideline. And all he had to do was say, Coach, get me out of the game. And there was no hard feelings because coaches want to know that. If it's anything wrong, let me know. And I'll get you out of there. Right? And Isaiah had a lot of stuff going on, but he just couldn't. He just never walked to. He never walked to the coach and say, "Yo, coach, this is going on. This is going on." Just like, I don't want to hinder the team. Take me out. Take me out. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's just something else. We got another caller, mi hermano, Rafael Lopez. What's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, man? How are you?
Holding it down for the Doski Woski, my man. What's good?
Hey, by any chance, have you revealed the name of the quarterback you said you had film on that you were gonna do, but you were about to drop?
Yes. Actually, that film is coming out tonight, so stay tuned for that.
Tonight? Who is it? I bet I can guess who it is.
Yes.
I bet, is it Jared Stidham?
Jared Stidham's coming out tonight, fam. He'll. I'm actually gonna finish up the the last little pieces of editing, and I'm going to upload it to YouTube. So by the time we're done with the with the wide receiver live stream tonight. We're going to be talking about the best wide receiver cores in the National Football League. The Jared Stidham film should be out. Should be done by then. We're going to talk about Jared in Baylor. Then we're going to talk about his spring game in Auburn. Those are two different quarterbacks. So it's going to be a long ass quick look.
Oh man, I'm excited for it.
Cool. What you got for the show, bro?
Are we doing the wide receiver? That's later tonight. I thought it was now.
It's not now. It's later on tonight. I know it sent the update, but I wanted to get this out the way. We're talking about Last Chance U. Have you seen Last Chance U?
No, what is it?
It's well, shucks, I'm about to get you on the phone then. It's a Hard Knocks type football documentary based on East Mississippi Community College, and they call it Last Chance U because big name players from different schools, like they got kicked out of school because of an off the field issue, because of grades or something like that, because of weed, they got arrested or whatever. And they get kicked out of school and they can't transfer immediately. They go to this community college. This is a predominant community college that people go to. And they go to this community college and they serve their time and they play with other super athletes and they restart and they go back into the recruiting pool. And here are their stories. Right?
Right.
So
man, that sounds pretty interesting.
It's pretty interesting. It's on Netflix. If you have a Netflix account, or if you have a side chick with a Netflix account, just borrow her password and just just binge watch it real fast. Or you can get the free trial, binge watch it, and get out of there. Whatever you need to do. It's a great show.
Yeah, true. I know you're a fan of thoughts. See if I can find a thought.
No, ain't worry about it, fam. Do what I want you to do. I want you to call in tonight when we're talking about the best wide receiver cores in the National Football League. That's cool?
Yeah, that's cool, man. I'll call in later tonight.
Yes, sir. Mi hermano, that's my brother, Rafael Lopez. Anyway, like I said, man, Ronald Ollie. See, I jumped right back in the topic. Yeah, man, Ronald Ollie, man. He's one of the top talented talent level guys that I've seen from the season. He has potential to be a 6th round pick, 7th round pick. He can show up, make some noise, man. That dude's dominant, big strong dude, man. Trash can full of dirt type of fella, man. Let's see. Let's move on to season 2. All right. What my favorite moment in season 2 was? It was towards the end of the season, and they played the undefeated team, the team that hadn't won a game all year. And they actually gave camera time to the other school, right? To the other school that hadn't won a game, and they led you up to thinking that the undefeated team was going to beat Eastern Mississippi, just for Eastern Mississippi just come blow their ass out anyway. That shit was hilarious. Let me see. Cullen told me to scroll up and check it. Okay, cool. Hey, Voch, I think I sprained my quad and it's really hurting me bad. What should I tell my coaches? I haven't made the team yet, but I need to work for it. I don't know what to do. Shit, tell your coaches you hurting. Shit. Tell your coaches you hurting and go stretch somewhere. Kahoma. Thank you, Pinecone. Kahoma. Yes, Kahoma. That was my favorite part of the That was my favorite part of the season, fam. When the documentary, pardon me, excuse me, say that 5 times fast. They led you up to believe that Kahoma was gonna pull the upset. Just turned out they got their ass beat like everybody else. That shit was hilarious. DeAndre Johnson can be a pro level quarterback. He just has to be a little more consistent. Let me jump right into that then. But he's gonna be with Lane Kiffin at Florida Atlantic. So, hey man, if they want to put some asses in the seats, start that kid. Start that kid, man. I saw their spring game, and DeAndre Johnson looked inconsistent. There's actually a quarterback battle going on. All right, cool. Let's knock out a couple of the. Okay, I'm gonna talk about DeAndre later. Chauncey Rivers was cool. We're gonna talk about Chauncey Rivers in a little bit. Dakota Allen, we're gonna talk about him in a little bit. Tim Bonner, damn. Okay, we're gonna end with DeAndre. Cool. All right, cool. All right, so Isaiah Wright, last year, in season 1 of Last Chance U. He was the backup running back to DJ Law. DJ Law was amazing. That's just my opinion. But Isaiah Wright, you know, he gave you those few shake-up plays, you know, that one kickoff return, the one Superman jump. And Isaiah Wright was, and this happens in every football program. When he was the backup, he was quiet. When he was the backup, he wasn't a problem. He didn't have any issues, any type of coaching he was coachable when he was the backup. But when he turned into the man, like I said, this happens all the time. When he turned into the man, when he was the starting running back, that's when you see more of the off the field issues, more of the attitude, the behavioral issues, more of the I'm gonna cuss the coaches out. I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm the man around here. You see what I'm saying? We saw a lot more of that with Isaiah Wright. And it pissed me off. it pissed me off, but it ultimately led to his demise, right? Isaiah Wright was looked at by some SEC schools, man. I think Auburn and South Carolina or something like that was looking at him. Florida State was looking at him. But the more his off the field issues, you know, came around. Because look, when these scouts come to these community colleges, they come to these high schools, even when pro teams come to these colleges and talk to these players, scouting at any level, they're going to come to these coaches and they're going to ask, hey, man, how's this guy? Right? And you can't lie because your credibility is on the line. So when they go to Florida State and somebody's asking about Jameis Winston, man, you gotta look that scout in the eye and say, yo, man, like on the field, the kid is da-da-da, boom, boom, boom. Like, no worries. But he will stand up in the middle of the lunchroom and scream fuck right in the pussy. Like, he has to mature. He has to do this. He has to do that. They can't lie. On the show, they had a scout walk up to the D-line coach after he got into it with Cam Carter, Camonte Carter. We're just gonna call his ass Cam. We ain't calling him Cam Monte. One of the scouts walked up to the D-line coach after he was arguing with Cam Carter or whatever, and Davin Williams was the D-line coach's name. And the scout asked Coach Williams, who's that? And Coach Williams looked that scout right in the face. He said, man, somebody you don't want on your team. Somebody you don't want. And that's real. These coaches can't lie. On the flip side, when that one coach from, I think, Tennessee or something like that, I think Southern Miss, they walked up to Coach Stevens and said, and Coach was putting on for Isaiah. Hey, man, I tell you what, you want to know the best athlete on the team, though? The big sleeper, the running back, Isaiah Wright, da-da-da, boom, boom, boom. These coaches will go to war for you, bro. That's real. These coaches will go to war for you, but they can't lie for you. That's the thing. And Cam Carter, Isaiah Wright, they had those off the field attitude issues or whatever. So when scouts asked about him, you can't lie. Now Cam Carter has amazing size to him. Like, he's an amazing prospect. So he's more likely to get a better break. You know, you look at Cam Carter, size wise or whatever, he's as close to a Power 5 D lineman as you can get. So he probably had a whole bunch of offers. It's just that Pitt was the last one. Now, Pittsburgh is a good school. They just happened to be the last one. Apparently, Isaiah Wright wasn't the perfect build of anything. He wasn't the perfect player at all. So when he went downhill, he went all the way downhill. They'll take a chance on the perfect prospect. You know, it's probably they probably had a few Isaiah Wrights on their team. They probably didn't have any Cam Carters. You see what I'm saying? But Tim Bonner, the other pass rusher, the long, tall kid, the kind of slender guy, the Leonard Floyd built dude, Rich Homie Quan looking guy, the pass rusher. That kid is a damn mold of clay for your ass. He went to Louisville. He signed to Louisville first. Grades or something. Weed or something. I don't know. I don't know. He's playing at Florida Atlantic now with Lane Kiffin and Deshaun Johnson, DeAndre Yeah, DeAndre Johnson. Yes. Tim Bonner's playing with FAU now. He's talented. He got the size, man. But he didn't have the grades for it. He didn't have the drive, so to speak. Everybody had a sad story. I think non-unintentional grounding. Daniel asked me, like, what made them pick the particular positions out, right? He asked me, like, why didn't they have many DBs or whatever? I think the show picked the players with the highest upside, but with the worst situations, Like, I'm sure they had plenty guys that made good grades. They ended up going to big schools, model students, but you don't want to hear about that shit. You don't want to hear about that. You want to hear about Chauncey Rivers that got caught with weed 3 times. Dakota Allen with armed robbery, burglary and shit. You know what I mean? You want to hear about that. Cam Carter with the attitude problem. You want controversy. I think that's what it came down. What it came down to, the biggest controversy. The quarterback DeAndre Johnson, his story blew up when he punched that girl in the face. I think that's how they select their players, who had the biggest story. Isaiah Ratt and his story. Ronald Isley and his story, DJ Law and his story, the controversy behind those guys. That's how I think you pick it out. But that's just me, though. But yes, as a community college quarterback, man, damn, DeAndre Johnson was amazing. Amazing. And I'm interested to see what he can do with Florida Atlantic. Conference USA, whatever. It is what it is. Not Power 5, but, I'm surprised he didn't get more offers. Honestly, DeAndre Johnson, he's so far removed from him punching that girl in the face. He didn't make headlines about him going to Florida Atlantic. I don't think he would have made headlines if he would have signed to Alabama. Can you imagine DeAndre Johnson in goddamn Alabama? Whatever, though. Y'all don't hear me, though. Listen, man, it's just... I hate DeAndre Johnson's story, man, because he was just drunk one night and he made a bad decision. He just ran across some bitch that was annoying. Punched the girl right in the chin. And I just think, come on, man. Like, that dude can ball, man. Oh, and then the girl, I don't condone punching no girl in the face, man, but can she have some accountability? Does she just have to be the victim here? Whatever. I think he has pro potential as a late round pro potential type of guy. Let me look at my list, see the guys that I had with pro potential. Hold on, give me 30 seconds. I had it. I just had it. I'm sorry, y'all. Here we go. I think Ronald Isley has pro potential. Ronnie? Yes, Ronald Isley has pro potential. I think DeAndre Johnson has pro potential. Backup quarterback maybe, but he got potential. Dakota Allen, the linebacker with the burglary charge. I think he has some pro potential. Later round, of course. Tim Bonner has the build for it. He's the ball of clay you want. That dude's tall, long, fire off the football, explosion. Clean his technique up a little bit. I'm gonna keep close eyes on these guys, man. Ollie, Bonner. I ain't really looking at Cam Carter. He flat out pissed me off. Chauncey Rivers plays for Mississippi State now. It's interesting. I'm gonna keep eyes on that. But the show as a whole, man, I really enjoyed it. I think that one brawl set the stage for both those years, man. That one big fight that happened in season 1 set the stage for the next 2 years, man. Now, do they have a camera crew on set for like season 3? Let me check and see if it's going to be a Last Chance U season 3. Let's see if they got cameras out there right now. Probably. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Lane Kiffin builds extension of Last Chance U. Why Last Chance U is out of second chances this second season debut. Whatever. I don't know. I'll look that up later and I'll just find out. And okay, how about this? Will they have a season 3? I'll click that. But the show was amazing. The show was amazing. I think that team should have played for a national championship, but you know how it go, man. You know how it go, bro. They just. The college football playoff system probably the best thing that could have happened to college football, man. To be a national champion and be like, you got to be the 1 or 2 greatest team in, like the number 1 or 2 ranked best team in the league. Like, you have no room for error, for real. Nah, fam. And then the only team that they lost to was Jones that year, and they blew out like the number 3 team or whatever. Eastern Mississippi blew out the number 3 team, like ranked like nationally that 1 year or whatever. And they still couldn't get ranked number 1, number 2, man. I don't know, man. I think EMCC was the best football team that year in the country, but it is what it is, bro. Let me hit this button real fast. I'll be right back with y'all in a second. What up, team? It's Voch Lombardi. Thanks for coming through. Before we get into the content, I just want to let y'all know the best way to support the channel directly is through Patreon. Subscribing to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month can upgrade the production of the channel and increase the frequency of uploads. For less than a bag of almond M&Ms, you can contribute to my YouTube scouting career being my full-time job, which means more content for you. Also, Patreon contributors will gain exclusive access to all my throwback film sessions covering college football tape on players like Sean Taylor, Calvin Johnson, Michael Vick, Luke Kuechly, you know, guys like that. But the link is in the description. It's patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. See y'all there. Appreciate it. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to go to the chat box. I'm going to read over a few chats, and I'm going to wrap this thing up, man. A few plugs for y'all. As of July 26th at 7 p.m. Central Time, we're going to be looking at the best wide receiving cores in the National Football League, okay? It's going to be y'all's discussion. I'm going to be here just to, you know, moderate or whatever, but call in tonight. Phones are always going to be lit, and talk about the best wide receiving cores in the National Football League. We're going to talk about that tonight. And I'm going to be dropping some film for y'all tonight as well. And I got another big project I'm working on, man. But y'all gonna figure it out. Here we go. Everybody left? Yes, everybody left the team except the D-line coach, Coach Williams. Everybody else was sick and tired of Buddy. They were sick and tired of being sick and tired. The Last Chance U Camera Crew is in Garden City, who won the national championship. That's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, the other 2 teams were undefeated, and that's why EMCC didn't get the first nod. I mean, the top 2 nod. But come on, man, they were the better team. Season 3 is transitioning to Garden City. Okay, that's interesting. We'll get an idea. I hope their coach is as good as Coach Buddy Stevens. If not, I may not be watching. Tim Bonner has no chance. Likely, but I like how he's built, though. I like how he's built. That's what Geis is for. Hilarious. Now Florida State has no quality backup quarterbacks. We lost 2 quarterbacks. Yep. Yep. My buddy lives near Florida Atlantic, and if he brings the bitches, I'm bringing my ass to Boca Raton. She hit him first. Hey, man, you know that don't matter out here. The Dakota dude was a cool cat, the linebacker from Texas Tech. I agree. He went back to Texas Tech in an interesting move. Coach Williams said the same shit my coach did. I can't put my name on him. That's what it is, Jimmy. That's what it is. I was saying that earlier, man. When these scouts come by and they ask about these players, you can't lie. You got to be as real as you got to. Hey, man, because your credibility on the line. So when they say Coach Williams, what you think about Cam Carter? Well, Cam Carter is Cam Carter. He's a model citizen. Boom, boom, boom. If you lie and say that, then he get to their team and he's a piece of shit. Shit, we ain't talking to Coach Williams no more. Shit, the quarterback at Kahoma was like 5'7", the Brady kid. Yeah, that's hilarious. Even his brother said he should shut up. That's real. Smoke some weed and play through it. Somebody said that Isaiah Wright's girlfriend was too cute for him. Y'all ain't shit. Anyway, man, it's Voch Lombardi, man. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Hold it down for the Doski Woski and the Peasky Whiskey. Don't forget to tune in tonight. I know I said it 3, 4, 5 times, but hey, man, people act like y'all can't fucking hear no way. We're gonna be breaking down the top receiving cores in the National Football League. And what I mean by that, top receiver, second receiver, slot receiver, tight end, receiving back, receiving fullback. Hell, if Kyle Juszczyk on your team and you want to add him in there, put him in your little equation. Whoever you think the best receiving core is on your football team, let's represent them and let's talk about it, man. I probably want to get everybody's top 3 or so. So if y'all gonna come back tonight, man, let us know. With that being said, I'm Voch Lombardi. We got one last ad and I'm gonna be gone. Y'all hold it down, man. Salute.